All right. This is part five on what a man is. I've been busy, I don't know, for probably about 4 or 5 days, and I wasn't able to get back until now to finish my thoughts on what a man is. And what I'll do is I'll just wait a little bit for people to come in and go on and finish breaking down my thoughts on what a man is. You know, it's been the past 4 days though have been very interesting though because I've been hearing so many things though. I'm talking about in real life. Men and women attitudes about things, and I've just been trying them out. You know, on the fly, so to speak. And seeking their opinion and trying to get more clarification on the so-called gender war. And I think you understand, like I said, while I didn't particularly want to get involved in that because there's too many opinions out there. People are always coming with their opinions, and they feel that their opinions is the most important thing. And I give really two fucks about a gender war. You dig? More so when it involves the black man and the black woman, because something, we're in this we're on the ship by ourselves, and we got to realize that. And for those who don't take that seriously, um, I get it. You dig? Uh, in today's world, it's this you know it's very difficult for men and women to be accountable. And when people don't want to be accountable, you understand, that means that anything you think and whatever you think and the way that you think it, you can put it out there, and you feel that other people can embrace it, and that hey, you're doing the right thing about it, and all that right there. And I get it, so to speak. I really do. Nowadays, it doesn't take a lot for people to get on the bandwagon, you understand, and just say whatever they want to say, and feel that whatever they say is the right thing to say. Although I'm not going to agree with everybody, because I like to have independence of mind, independence of thought. I like to sit back and use my mind to think the things that I want to think. So I'm sorry for sounding distracted. I was doing something. So my point though is that I don't want to be a part, you understand, of being a people pleaser or trying to, to run with the crowd. You know, I learned a long time ago running with the crowd don't accomplish anything except establishing yourself as a follower. I'm not a follower. I got rid of that long time ago. Because when you follow someone, that means that the person you're following has a plan you did for your life that you don't want to plan for your own life. And like I, feel sincerely that I'm gonna be the captain of my ship and the master of my fate. And like I've been that way a long time. But I try to be fair and impartial. I try to give prolonged thought to the things that I involve myself with and how I involve myself. And if anything is going to come back on anybody, it's going to come back on me because I was the one who made that decision to go in the direction that I went in. And like you got a lot of bitter people out here. You got a lot of people who sincere who really feel that like when they go to give the viewpoints, they're always taking and try to get these graphic, horrible stories you dig about what happened to them, and yet, hey Sonny, how you doing? Long time no see. No, hey, now this is part 5 of what a man is, and I was just I was just kind of babbling a little bit until I get into the rest of my content. What happened to you though? Hey, I was I mean the night that me and you rode, you did that was on I think on the very first one, and this is the 5th one. This is the last one. But as I said, my content is going to go in a different direction though, because I want to look for solutions. I want to sit back and establish the problems, and then I go where I'm going with what I got to say. You know, so it's good to see you Sunday, and like you know like I was just saying, I'm not a follower, you dig? So, whether a person, you understand, is able to adhere to what I'm saying or want to, get the knowledge that I'm giving, cool. That's you, son, and let's go. But check this out. Let me build this up a little bit, before I really get into it, because like there have been some things that's on my mind, and like I don't care how many times I see it and the way that I see it, you dig? I just don't like it. I don't like what's happening, in our homes. I don't like, the things that children are doing out there to each other. What I see, you understand, is a collapse of social structure in terms, of some of our black children. Some Sunday, not on YouTube, but some people in real life. Let me explain to you what I mean by that. Um, I read a couple of days ago a girl 15 years old, and you might have heard about this on Sunday because because hello, you may have heard about this a couple of days ago because it happened there in Brooklyn, New York. No, yeah, Brooklyn, I think it was. There was a girl, you understand, a teenager. I'm trying to remember her age, whether she was 15 or 13. But she was jumped on by 15 other teenagers. Oh yes, you know something? I got to agree with that. Yes, yes, it's going to get worse. Let me put that up real quick because you know something. That's exactly the direction that I'm going. Uh, a lot of you know something. A lot of people are hooked on social media, and they've gotten to the point in saying where they've gotten out of hand with it, and everything that they do, they feel that the whole world got to know what they're doing. You know, they had a dude. I'm coming back to the teenager though, but they had a dude. You understand? I think in was it Texas? He killed two women. You understand? And he live streaming. He live streamed it. You understand? With the two bodies in the background. Understand? He said the two women, you know, had set him up, and he killed both of them in live streaming. And then got into a thing with the police. You understand? Because he didn't want to turn himself in. They shot tick ass in on him and all that right there. And like you know, he they finally went in on him. You understand? But he killed the two women in live streaming, and that's the way that the media is going. Okay, but check this out. Getting back to the young teenager, 15 teenagers jumped on that girl. They beat her down, knocked her out, stole her debit card, and then while she was still knocked out, they took the Jordans off her feet, you know, and left her lying there in the street. They didn't care, you understand, you know, about what they did to the girl or whatever. They left her lying there. About a couple more days later, same place, Brooklyn, New York. 13-year-old kid was in the store. Five kids, you understand, jumped on him, beat him down, or what have you. Now, here's the thing that caught my attention that really made me understand, you know, give a reflection and really a frown, you know, to my face, a broader frown to my face, because there's so many things happening in the news today that you can't even keep up with it. And then ain't nobody interested in it only but for a slight moment, and then bang, it's gone because something else comes up. With the teenage girl who was jumped on by the 15 teenagers, only one mother turned her child in and said, "Hey, look, my son was involved in the violence that happened to that girl. He wasn't raised to do what he did." She turned her son in, and she was the only parent. And I know you understand the 14 other parents, you understand, knew their children, you dig, was involved in this because it was on video. It was on video, you understand, and like no other parent, you understand, turned their child in. So as a result, those other parents, you understand, you know, remain quiet or silent because you know of the so-called ghetto code. All right, they was on code. Well, you know, I could believe that. You know, something Sunday, things happen in the city, you dig, and simply because they happen in the city at a certain part of the city or a certain section of the city, it doesn't mean the city is bad. It means you understand that just something bad happened in that spot in the city. I get that. But when you have 15 kids to jump on one girl, you understand, knock her out, steal a debit card and her tennis shoes, and the children out there, and the parents see their children in the video, and don't turn their children in like that one parent did, then that means you dig that the violence that's happening in the city, you understand, is condoned, by the parents. It's condoned by the parents, and like they are the first ones to cry out when something bad happens to their child. It's condoned. And across the country, we see this too. Everything is always happening across the country. People condone some of the things that happen, and they call it snitching. But it ain't snitching. It's being a responsible citizen in your community. Well, when you have something you dig that is so bad, you got to understand correct it. It's our responsibility. I don't did a lot of things in my life. Yeah, hey, I get it, Sunday. And it ain't no fun thing. You know, I had to fight a crowd when I was younger, but it made me stronger. But then it also made me aware of the fact you dig that like it is up to the people who live in the community and stand to protect and make sure to protect and support the community and stand in terms of their values, in terms of their norms. Hold on, I think I missed something that you said real quick. Let me see what you said on this one. Uh, Sunday, I don't know about diversity in the community, understand, because it's the whites who dig who well, the majority of our councilmen you dig nowadays you got diversity in in the councilmen or what have you. But back in the day, blacks, you understand, you dig, were proud of their communities. Now, there's so many diverse opinions, that's brought forth by black women, you understand. I heard one black woman say, oh, black women, you understand, make up the community. Ain't no black men in the community. And it's a lie, you know. But that is some of the rhetoric and some of the narratives that have been passed along. You know, I'm looking at the homes, the hand that rocks the cradle, you understand, is what helps rule the world. And you understand, so many men and women who want to step away from that responsibility because they're doing their thing. It's about me. You know? Oh yeah, Sonny, it is the good fighters that sometimes jump. You know something? When I go back in my memories, which I do often, and I think about what it was when I was coming up and how it is today, and the subsequent decades, the 80s, 90s, and 2000s. Um, I remember when I got out of prison, and saying I was talking with my son, and he was telling me about some of the things that he went through while he was growing up because I wasn't there. And every time he told me that he got into a fight, he said, "Yeah, man, we went, and beat their ass. We went and did this. We went and did that." And I say, "Hold on, dude. You never had a fight where you fought, alone by yourself? You mean you was always with a crowd?" And he said, "Man, that's how we rock, man. We did it like that. We did it like this." And like I said, "Look, man, only cowards, you understand, would sit back and jump on someone as a group and and not fight, one on one." I said, When I was coming up, I was fighting for other people, you dig, because they were bullies and I would fight the bullies. That might be true, Sunday. Ever since they've been letting white people move into and around the black communities, crime has went down in some areas of New York City. Hey, you live there, and so I guess that's a reflection of what you see. I don't know if that's the total picture, uh, because something, people have got to come together, and they've got to go sit down, bro. They've got to understand who is responsible and who must be held accountable. You know, really. Sometimes people don't want to be held accountable. You know, some Sunday. I get it. One thing I've learned about you, Sam, is that you're a fighter. You dig, and sometimes when you come with your viewpoints are very solid. Okay, and I don't take your comments, for granted or what have you, because if you're in that environment, you dig, and you got to fight, you're gonna fight. And like there are gonna be some people, you understand, who are going to stop you, one way or the other. Sit down, man. Sit. And like I know that some people, you dig, have came up like you came up, but if anything, that made you stronger. Oh yeah, something. Of course, we know the bad side of town. Of course, we know the hot areas that we don't go into. You know, some areas you don't go into unless you got a pistol in hand. Back in the day, you dig. When I was out there and I was in the street life, and I would go into an area, I would always have my gloves in my hand, but in between the gloves, you understand, was a small revolver. You know, I would have a small enough revolver where I would be able to uh, shoot 38 bullets out of uh, 38 bullets out that was on a 22 a frame, 22 caliber. Yeah. Okay. Let me see what you're saying here, and then I'm gonna get into my content. That's good, Sunday. Ain't nothing wrong. Hey, you know something? When people respect you, and see, something. That's what I be sitting back. I'll be telling my family now. I have the respect of people, but it was based on my reputation and the things that I did to other people. I don't hearken to that now. I don't I don't participate in that. Sunday, I got to one day interview you, man, and like whenever I get understand my thing together, I know you got some things to share. You used to shoot guns on project roofs, understand? I bought my first weapon, you understand, at the age of 15. I had my brother buy it for me. It was a 22 caliber rifle. I was able to shoot 6 bullets out of it. It was semi-automatic. I can shoot it, singularly, or I could shoot it automatically. Okay, let me get to my content now real quick so I can get this done and over with. Uh, I started the series, you understand, as you know, Sunday because I felt that it was needed because, like, a lot of people don't understand what a man is. A lot of people don't understand what a woman is. Thing about it, I can't tell what a woman is. You understand? I can tell you, Dick, what I've seen in my lifetime, but I wouldn't dare try to tell what a woman is because I'm not a woman. I'm not a woman, you know. And as a result, I can only tell what a man is, and really, and sharing the knowledge that I'm sharing about what a man is because I see that there are a lot of guys out there that actually lack the knowledge and the information as to what a man is. Because I've since I've been on YouTube, a lot of people reference stuff that they see in the movies and cartoons, and they make them similar. I never came up, you understand, thinking you dig that I want to be Popeye, who ate the spinach, or Superman, who would say up, up and away, and all that right there. We didn't connect our manhood or our masculinity with those media stereotypes. We didn't. Hey, Monica, how you doing, sister? It's good to see you. I'm finishing up my videos on what a man is. This is video 5. I was looking at the title and saying I think I didn't put the 5 there, but it's a video 5, and like what I'm trying to do is finish out this series because I want to tackle some other things, and like and, I was going back to back, but I had a 4 day period where I got busy with things in the real world. Oh yeah. Uh, 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 I got busy in the real world, you understand? And like I said, that has the priority. Okay. But I feel that, to say what a man is, uh, okay, please do, Monica, and I want your feedback. I want you to tell me, you understand, if I'm on the right track, you understand, the wrong track, or whatever, because this is what I learned from life in terms of what a man is. And I've covered, some of the attributes of a real man. You know, I mean, something that comes automatically in this character. And like I would like to think that for the guys out there now who don't have these masculine characteristics, who sit back and have a couple of them, who sit back and demonstrate um, on the shallow aspects of a man. I hope that whenever and however they actually happen to come across my video, that they can read them and say, something, he said that. But then I might even preview some of my videos, you understand, and some of my future videos, because I think it's good to hop on them. I've said many times, I respect what Kevin Samuels is doing. He reminds me, you dig, of an old uncle, you understand, grandfather, or a guy, you dig, that is trying to bring black people together, and he's doing his part. I want to do my part because I'm on YouTube. I respect the hell out of black women, but we are so far apart because I see so many black women telling black man, what a man is, and I didn't come up, in that environment where a woman told a man. Um, what a man is. You know, that's some new stuff. That's some stuff that we're hearing. You understand? In today's modern society, because everything is based on sexuality and materialism. You know, I never came up thinking, you understand, you dig, about a woman's sexual wound as being the only aspect of her character and her identity. I just didn't come up like that. It was natural, you understand, that yeah, you would want to get with a girl, but a lot of the girls had character and an identity. But then there was a lot of programming, okay, and like we cannot, you understand, get beyond this programming because women were programmed, understand, to think a lot of things, you dig, that really should have never been there, especially black women. And like when we look at other cultures, you understand, our cultures are completely different. But then um, we let so many other people come in and tamper with what we should correct ourselves. We really should. Oh, how you doing? Salute, misunderstood. You know something? That was a good show that you had last night, and I like the input of the tech room because they were really getting into it. Sorry, I didn't catch the other part. I was dealing with the family and what have you. But it was impressive, and you were talking about the high value man or whatever. The only part I didn't get about that is you said that you didn't like the term high value man, but it's only a descriptive term. It's nothing that one should or could get caught up into. You know, it's only descriptive. That's like a person saying that I'm rich. It's only descriptive, or saying that I'm wealthy. But a high valued man, you dig, is something that is of substance in that because he contributes to the society as a whole. You know, like I said, he understands his value and his worth, and he understands, you dig, the value of a relationship. He understands the value of a woman in a relationship. All that right there. It's not about the money because uh, the way I see it, you understand, just the average man. All right. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me see what you're saying here real quick. Okay, hold on. Oh, wait a minute. Let me deal with this real quick, and then I'm gonna get back to it because I haven't even gotten to my country yet. Well, oh, okay. You know something? The negative undertone. I think that is generated by the people who put unqualified opinions on things because a high valued man, you understand, is the most important thing you did in the human society. He is the one, you understand, that actually direct, guide and direct, you understand, the rest of society. His input, his insight, his outlook. Some of the same things that I've been saying here. But right, the negative undertones, yeah, it can go into some messed up definitions or some messed up comments and statements. You dig that really um, don't. Hey, Monique, how you doing? I hope you're gonna stay long enough, Monique, to You see what I'm doing here. Misunderstood. I know that there are a lot of men out there that we could that we can call bums that they call Dusty, the Manosphere, the Red Pill, Mitcho, all that right there. Um, I try to stay away from those things because you're right about that, and that is something that do happen. You understand? And see, that's the whole thing. Like I said, it's descriptive, but see, it's what people um, attribute to what the definition is. And that's a good perception right there. People attribute high value to income, dismissing his other qualities, and that is the thing that a true high value man don't do. He don't let people just hang anything on him. If he's a real man, he's going to sit back and say, "Well, no, I would like to correct you. All right, but you got to understand that some lifestyles out here are very jaded. You know, very jaded. And okay, hold on. Let me just hit these two that y'all talking about. Okay, your question is a guy who's a high earner but emotionally abusive a high value man? You have some men that are high earners but are emotionally abusive, you dig? And that is, to me, since you're asking that question, it's a person with a psychological problem. And see how you just intertwine that? Is he a high value man? The answer, the answer to that is kind of like in your question. A high value man, you understand, you dig? If he's the right kind of high value man with integrity, honor, and dignity, he will not be emotionally abusive. But you have some guys that are emotionally abusive that are high honors, you know? Well, that's true too. Well, you know something? Look at the way, you understand, our system is structured. I believe that women have value. Women, you understand, have good qualities. But I don't think, you understand, that a woman, you understand, who is not all the way polished, you dig, can go into, an elite corporate, building and knock off, you understand, the CEO. Especially one that's, at the top of his thing. It's like the guy from Amazon. He just gave up his CEO position. What, yesterday? This man is worth $3 billion. You know, and he's what you would call a high value dude. Now I don't know his characteristics. I don't know what he's really about. But that's an example of a high value guy. Hold on, let me get to my content, y'all, and then we can rock and roll. Sunday says greedy rich people are miserable, and many of them needs drugs to cope with how much money they have and don't know what to do with it. Well, there's a certain amount of truth in that. After you've had everything, you understand, a lot of people, you understand, find their happiness in drugs and domination. You know, a lot of people, you understand, become weird. You dig when they have so much money, you understand, and they can obtain anything and everything that they want, you understand, in the world. If they're not careful of what they think and how they think and the things they allow in their life, they're going to just embrace about anything. And that's just the truth. But you know something though, here's the thing that I don't like to do. People who use drugs and are more successful than those who uh, don't care less what others think. You know what? Drugs are not good for anybody under any circumstances. Period. But many people are handicapped with it. When nobody born, you understand, with a crack stem or a bottle of opiates or a bottle of whiskey or a keg of beer, you understand, you dig, in the infantry. That's the stuff that we learn, you understand, after we grew up and you dig and we, you know, uh, get our certain habits. And that is just the truth of the matter. Y'all type it so damn fast, you understand? Okay. Hey, Sunday, stop it. Stop it. Hey, ain't no disrespecting in this chat room. Stop it. Period. The conversation, you understand, is about what a man is. Not calling nobody names and all that right there. That ain't got shit to do with nothing. Stop it. You know, it's about mutual respect up in here. I give two fucks. You understand? You think about what a person got going on in their personal life and what have you. If they ain't really trying to deal with it, what have you, stop it. Okay, if you feel like that, Sunday, keep it moving. You know, you got the right one. You understand in terms of like, hey, uh, you know, I ain't trying to sit back and get in your ass per se. You understand? But I ain't gonna let you disrespect nobody. Just ain't gonna let nobody disrespect you. And whenever you cool your ass down, you understand? You bring your ass back over, you dig, and we can still rock. But up until that time, I'm gonna flip your ass deuces. And I still like you, and I still respect you, but I'm gonna flip your ass deuces. Now get the motherfucking stepping. I misunderstood. You understand? It's a matter of respect. I don't give a fuck who it is. You understand? They come over here. You understand? They're gonna get respected. I don't care if you got the beef going or whatever. You did, but it's just about respect. That's all. You know something? You can express your opinion. My whole my whole my whole panel is about let's start the conversation. That's all it's about. Let's start the motherfucking conversation and talk about real things that we should be talking about. Instead of trying to, well, you know what? I know you're tired of it, but get some thick skin because no matter where you go in life, people are going to come at you sideways or whatever, and that ain't just you. Damn it, that's everybody. People don't talk about me. You know, I don't deserve, you understand, their contempt and hostility and all that, but hey, it is what it is. But here, you understand, you're gonna respect, you dig, whatever. You know, don't know one individual, you dig, run, you understand, my panel or what have you. You know, yeah, you're right. It was a dig at you, and like I said, I ain't mad at her. You know, I ain't mad at you, but you know something though, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you this, okay? I'm gonna tell you this. Okay, I get it. Let it go. Let me say this though. The reason I don't be in the fuckery anymore, you understand, because I told a guy, you understand, last year when he asked me this question, probably around about March of last year, he said, "Do I take YouTube serious?" And I told him no. I said, "I take me serious." And when I looked at what the hell I was involved in and how I was allowing myself to get upset, you dig, when I was on that other channel on the panel and all that old shit, I said, "How in the hell am I mad at a person that I never met? How am I sitting up here going off, you understand, on the person you dig that don't know me? I don't know them. All I hear is a motherfucking voice, you understand, you dig, through the media, never seen, and everything I'm saying to him, you dig, is what's fucked up inside of me." Thank you for your apology. Now let me get on, you understand, with my content, please. I ain't got time, you understand, to shepherd, you dig, two grown ass motherfucking women who got grown ass people in their life that they're raising. I just don't have time for that. Now, uh, where I stopped off, you understand, uh, regarding where what a real what a man is. I came across an unconditional, a good lover, extremely loyal, and I get that again. Men are very loyal, and I don't know why. You understand? People want to sit back and dig and just pick apart of that aspect of a man's character. Men are loyal, you understand? But damn, you got to see it and you got to respect it, and even honor. You understand? Because you can't take it. You dig a certain percentage of men. You dig, and like hold on, I'm trying to sit back and see what I'm saying. Uh, I misunderstood. Why are you still dwelling on that? I don't moved on. Okay, you know, let it go. Why are you still dwelling on it? I don't moved on. You don't apologize now. You're going right back to it. I was talking about something completely different. Stay focused. But men are extremely loyal. Okay, and if you look at it, you dig, and like give men the credit. He'll prove it to you. He'll show it to you. I've done it over and over again in my life. To the women uh, that I dedicated myself to, and like I say, focus on those women, and I respected them, and they were genuine. They were solid. They were real women. Nobody's perfect in the saying, but damn it, you got a lot of women can do some perfect things. And to me, that earned, you understand, my loyalty, and that earned my respect, and that earned, you understand, all the good things you did that I can bring to a woman as a man. Okay, men are trustworthy. You got a lot of guys out here, understand, that are not trustworthy, you dig, because like they they go out of their way, and they mess over, real good women. I've said that, a long time ago to myself. I said that, you understand, when I seen that reality in the streets, when I was out there, I've seen a lot of men make good girls go bad. And when a good girl go bad or a good woman go bad, man, does it get terrible. It gets real messed up, really messed up. Because, when you look at half of the things that happen in this society, you dig, men introduce women to it. And women, you understand, faithfully go along with it, even when understanding that it's a detriment to them. Hey, Sheila E., how you doing, sister? You know, and like uh, Sheila, let me say now, right now, real quick, before I get back to what I was saying. I'm going to I'm gonna try to, get on your panel, you dig, with that prostitution thing, because, I'm so about that. And like, I got a little input that I can give on that right there, you know. So I'm gonna get at that. Okay. Sheila is good because you know something over here in this chat room, everybody gonna be respected. You know what I mean? Everyone. But you know something though, I don't moved on. I don't moved on. It was correct that you understand when it happened, you dig, and I'm not dwelling on it. So as I was saying, You know, a man is trustworthy, but the thing of it is that women, have given men their trust, you dig, and man, you dig, have exploded it and did the damn thing on it. And this just go from everything. I mean, there are examples you dig in a lot of ways, from sharing expenses, to cook food, a place for them. I'm at the whole 9 yards, loaning them their cars you dig. And see, this is the jacket that a lot of these modern dudes you dig wear because they do abuse the women, and then they sit back, and deny it. Okay, Sheila, thank you. So, uh, you know, the part that I don't get is I've been fucked over by, a lot of women in my own way, as smart and as sharp as I am. And like the thing about it is, I don't dwell on it, and I don't blame every woman out there because there was this one fucked up woman you dig who did this to me. In terms of being trustworthy, I give my trust, you understand, before I give my doubt. And like I believe, you understand, in the black woman to a fault. Some, yeah, hey, to the part and saying, well, you dig. I shouldn't believe as much as I do, but I do. I got enough game and knowledge and wisdom, you dig, to see the shit that women do to men. But I don't think that every woman does that because I look at, you understand, these young girls that are rolling out their houses, you understand, who don't know nothing about life, and they get bulldozed over by the trash that life throws at them. And that's just keeping it 100. It's keeping it 100, you understand, and like, speaking the truth. But then, like I say, this is what a man is. So a man is trustworthy. That comes straight from God. Adam, trusted God because God created him, and Adam, he understood that, and God gave him the standard. A lot of good men, in this society, you dig, who do the right things on a daily basis. They may not do it like every other man, but they do try to do the good things. They do have goodness in their heart. We're talking about, a couple of bad apples in the apples. And then when I hear this, this comment, ain't no good person out there, man, that is so small minded to me. That's like me saying there are no good women out there. It is small minded. Men outnumber women outnumber men, 4 to 1. And I've seen a lot of good ones out there. Women are different. Women are different, you understand? But you know something though. Some of them are pure, and I like the purity. Only thing I don't like, you understand? And I tell you, I came up in the game. All right, I came up in the game, and the game, you understand, is not a bad thing. The game is if you was around real game and you seen it, you would respect it because it is so pretty. You understand when it's unfolded, you dig that you can't be mad. I was taught the game by some very creative, you understand, intelligent people. The game was never meant to hurt you. It was to get something out of you, you understand? You dig? What other person didn't want to give too much, you understand? In terms of how he got it from you. You know? And okay, I tell you what, let's reverse this and put it another way. The game, you understand, is similar to marketing. Everything you dig that we look at and that we see in the society, you understand, it is always marketed to us. And we go for it. We don't feel no threat in it. We don't feel no harm in it. The only thing we sit back and say is, I want that. Because they convince us, you understand, that we need that. And that's what marketing is about. And the game, you think, is about that. However, when you don't really know the game and you go out and try to do the game, and you don't have the full input on the structures of the game, you put down bad game because you add things to it that don't go into it at all. Go sit down. And as a result, just like with a bad marketing plan, so it is with the game. You got so many people out there now, you understand, trying to employ the game and trying to put the game down, you dig, with the way they want to put it down, you understand, and they make it try to sound so good, it is foolish. It is foolish. People, you understand, you dig, are listening every day to the game, you understand, and they see it. Look at the games, you understand, that, men play on women and the game that women play on men. The thing of it is this, man. Cross country, and I've been to a lot of spots. I met a lot of different people. What I realized, you understand, that in every city, a lot of people are the same, just like my city. I remember a long time ago, I was standing on a corner in Chicago. I just came out from a bar, and I was just standing there. It's a hot, summer night, and like the realization hit me. I said, you know what? This is just like any other city, you understand, across the country. People standing outside, getting their groove on. And I guess many guys have leaned up against this mailbox like I'm leaned up against it. And you can't forget that. That's the things that we have in common. That's the things you understand that, is fruit for our soul. Let me go and finish this series because there are other things I don't want to get into, man. I got to get into them. A man has a good sense of humor. You know something? You got to be able to laugh at yourself, laugh at life, laugh at your mate, because there are some very funny things, that we come across. And laughter is good for the soul. I like to make, my children and my old lady laugh. I like to hear that, from the belly, type of laugh. I like to, I like to feel that there are a lot of good things in what people do and how they do it, you know. And like hey, you just gotta admit the fact, you dig, that some people are just, playing funny. It could be your uncle, or grandmother, grandfather, your son, your daughter, and children say the darndest things. But a man has a good sense of humor, and I think that comes from God. You understand? Because God, you dig, has a sense of humor. It's one of the attributes that He gave man. One that man can't get away from. Hold on, let me. And like, you know, uh, sometimes laughter in times of intense pain, under extreme circumstances, under all those things, I feel that if we don't have a good sense of humor, you dig, life is really flat. Really, really flat. A man thinks before he speaks. Now, you know something? This is something that is very important, because you have so many guys who just blurt things out and who don't think before they speak. I am amazed at how many people who do speak, and when they go to speak, they don't even understand what the hell they're saying or the ramifications of it. They're just speaking as if they were still an infant, you understand? And they're just making noise. And some people find that satisfactory. They really do. I used to speak real, real, real fast. It's honest to God true. Until I had to slow down my words, because I had to realize what I was saying and how I was saying it. And you know something? What was truly important to me was getting people to understand my thoughts. And you know something? I felt that after having said all the fast stuff that I was saying, you dig, and you got to understand what I'm saying. I used to speak as fast as some of these rappers, even faster, until I had to create structure for my conversation, for my communication. Speaking fast don't make you intelligent. It don't make you smart. It don't make you understand how like you really all that you think you are. In the world of power, everything is spoken slowly, intentionally, intentionally, deliberately. If you're really paying attention to the world, That's come. I like to hear some women when they speak. Uh, I could tell if they're truly intelligent, you understand, or they're just, blurting out things. Same way with men. Is this guy really intelligent, or is he just saying things that relate you dig to the circumstance or the situation? I had a friend that was around me for a long time, and he used to always say, "Man, come on, man, just spit it out, say it." Until one day he tuned in to me, because I used to sit back and say things slowly, but I would be thinking, and he realized, wait a minute, he's actually thinking before he speak, and he picked up on it, and then he picked up on my mental rhythm. You good, misunderstood? Hey, look. You know something? Okay, thank you again for the apology. But you don't have to. You said it once, you understand. If you mean it, just show me. But my point though is like, you know, a man thinks before he speak. A wise man do. Because you know something? Children, mates, neighbors, everybody understand you dig don't communicate like, you do. Or like as a man does. And when a man can, speak his thoughts and everyone understanding, then he's on the page you dig with life. If I could walk outside my house, you understand, and see my neighbor you dig having a problem with his lawnmower, and I go up to him and I say, I think the problem with the lawnmower is this. Let's take a look at it. And I communicate to him slowly what's wrong with his lawnmower. I've done my part. And then, okay, it's like understanding a relationship with a man and woman. And I tell you, you know something? This is, you dig, a part, you understand, where men and women, you dig, always fall out because it is, yeah, I might call the motherfucking police on your ass, misunderstood, on your ass on there. Call the police on you, dig. I don't know where you live, except for send them directly, you understand, to you. You damn, in this day and age, you're right, it ain't good to call the police, you understand? It ain't good to be involved in anything that don't make sense. I call the police on you, dig. But no, seriously. Um, this is something that happens between men and women all the time because in this day and age, with some women, when they listen to their man, they go on monotone. They half listen because they listen to him so long, you dig, that they feel that they automatically, understood or understand what he's going to say before he even said. Okay, and like it's a problem between the men and women because like something. Okay, uh, I ain't gonna even address that. But sometimes it's important to understand. I used to tell a lot of my women and a lot of the friends that I had. I say, hey, look, if I actually do something, you understand, uh, uh, you know, that I need, to be done, in an emergency sense, and you don't get it, come back to me. It asks me, to repeat what I said. And if you don't get it the second time, come back to you the third time because I might not have explained it like I did the first time. And I get past that. You know, and like I repeat myself, and like something, I'm keen and sensitive to communication. Men and women are not wired the same way. Women filter things through their emotions, and men filter things through their logic. So I think it's important for a man to think before he speak, because if you take yourself for real, you want other people to take you for real too. And I tell you, I've had my fair share of dudes, other guys that I've been holding conversations with, and believe it or not, it was like talking to a damn woman. That's the impression that they gave me. Because they weren't holding the conversation. They was arguing during the conversation, and they was trying to make their point. And I said, damn, what the fuck you dig up, do I got going on here? Why are they talking like a female, but then, something, if they come up in that female household, you understand, they will tend, to extract it from, the mother, some of her characteristics. Yeah, misunderstood. What was his name? Oh, wow. Yeah, he's paralyzed now. And so many people try to, justify that, like, what happened to him, you understand, should have happened to him. And I totally disagree. You got a lot of assholes you dig out there. And here it is. I'm calling, some black guys asshole, but some are really assholes. Some are really assholes. And like, you know, but then you know something. YouTube security. Who are you, brother? Welcome to my channel. Is everyone all right? There you go. You understand? I ought to call the motherfucking police. You understand? You know, nice to have you, brother. But anyway, you understand? That's right, Sheila. Keep this shit straight. You know, we ain't had them Negro episodes up in here. Anyway, Jacob Blake, right? That was his name, Jacob Blake. Yeah. The brother, you understand, you dig? He was a tyrant, you understand, around the South Sea. See, the thing with some of these young guys is no one has really educated them on how to be in a relationship, with a female. And like I said, with the game, when you have to create shit in order, you dig, to relate to people, the shit coming out your head, you understand, ain't really the truth in things. All right? And as a result, once you create stuff from your head, you dig, that you don't got from your little gaming sets, like you don't got, you understand, from talking around the neighborhood, that you don't got from the little weird shit that you think in your head about, what a woman is or what a woman ain't, you dig, and then a lot of these guys can't even handle a real woman. You know, the shit that some of the stuff that they do, you understand, Oh, that's cool. That's cool, Sheila. I'm good with that. You know, I'm thick skinned. You understand? I'm good with a lot of things. But some of these guys, you understand? You know, they become tyrants. You dig? You know, when they sit back and get the woman isolated, you understand? Then they want to bully her. You can't always call the police though. And yet, you understand? You know, how do you mitigate that? How do you sit back and deal with the seesaw of a relationship versus communication versus ignorance versus ego? How can you deal with that seesaw? If more guys would listen, you understand, before they speak and think about the things that they truly hear and filter those things through their mind, they will come out, with a better education, a better, you dig, communication, a better character presentation. You know, maybe some guys you dig should be like me. I know I got it going on, and I challenge anybody, you understand, to try to get with me about what I know and the way I know it. Anyway, my next one is a man can deal with pressure. God made man to be a solid, person, you dig, and like, you know, a man is supposed to be able to deal with pressure, even if he don't understand how he's got to face it. A man has got to deal with pressure. Pressure can come from many different areas. And the number one breakdown that I see with some of these guys out here, they don't know how to deal with pressure. They become mentally, emotionally, and at times physically dysfunctional. And why do I say physically dysfunctional? Because when they got pressure and they don't know how to process it, what's the first thing that they do? They go get a 40 and a big ass blunt. A man has got to be able to deal with pressure, understand, and face it head on. Even if he don't understand it, he must face it and filter it. Even when it's chaotic. And it seems very difficult to control. The challenge, you understand, must be controlled and it must be faced. And that goes, you understand, from protecting his home, protecting his own well being able to cipher through the big ass ocean that we call life, swimming through it and looking at the different challenges. Sometimes pressure you did just come from out of the dark, out of the blue. And like a man, you understand, got to be able to calm the ship, you understand, when it's on those rough waters. And tell you the truth, this is where a lot of the women I've heard sit back and they tell their man, "Oh, you a bitch. You acting like a bitch. Damn. Let's face this. Get in control." Because some of the things I see guys do, you understand, they turn their back on their family. They turn their back on responsibility and accountability. Oh, this is too hard, man. No. Look. I got to go someplace to stand and clear my head. Man, get in a disagreement with his woman. Hey, look. You don't understand me. Every time I try to explain to you, you understand what's going on. You don't understand me, but you give me this pressure. Let me get the fuck out the house, you understand? There's a bill, you understand, that has to be paid, and he don't have the money. His wife gets sick, you dig, at 4 o'clock in the morning. He done used up all the gas in the car. You know he can't make it to the hospital because he done fucked up all the gas. And they tell his woman, "Hey, baby, you ain't feeling that bad, baby. Let me go to the medicine cabinet and get you an aspirin." And she's writhing in pain, curled up in a ball. Got to face the fucking pressure. You done fucked up the gas, you understand? Don't be afraid, you did, to go to your neighbor, you understand? Say, "Hey, look, man, my old lady is real sick, you did. And it's my responsibility to take care of her. I don't have no gas in my car, you understand? But if you can wait till tomorrow, you understand, I'll give you the money, you understand, but can you take can you take me and my wife to the hospital, me and my woman to the hospital?" A man has got to face the pressures. Ain't no food on the table. Some guys, you dig, they get so desperate, you understand, that they'll go to the supermarket, you understand, and they'll just put meat and shit that the family need, and they'll push the cart right on up out the supermarket. Yeah, that's one way of facing the pressure, you understand, but it's also jeopardizing, you understand, the other aspects you dig, of your pet, your life and your character and all that right there. A man, you understand, you dig, could deal with pressure. Really. His dudes, you understand, always want to criticize his old lady. They tell him, you say, "Man, every time, come times, for us to go out and have fun, your woman wants to sit back and hate on it. And you henpecked. You're a simp. You can't let the woman run the show. You got to run the show. You got the pants on. Why are you catering to her?" The man got to be able to, the face, you understand, the pressures, My next one, I only got three more. My next one is, a man, can't be afraid to make a mistake if it's an honest to goodness mistake and he didn't know. Or if he's ignorant to something and he's got to learn about it. A man got to be able to bounce back. And he's got to be able to to deal with the pitfalls of a situation. And like, so I'm gonna tell you something. You got a lot of shrewd, sneaky thinking people, you dig, who like to diss on the side, you dig, and like they sit back and they're deliberately, you understand, fuck over a person, and the person, you understand, could get so fucked up by that, you understand, and it's just a mistaken judgment, you know. And a lot of times, mistakes, it happens when people want to shit on you. It happens when you don't be reserved enough, or alert enough, or thoughtful enough, which is what I said in my earlier videos, that people get the things off, either that they get off with that, situations happens that they shouldn't happen, but they do happen. My next one, a man is a warrior, and you know something, this just goes down to what his structure is. Sit down. What his structure is. Sit. What his structure is and who he is inside. Sit down, bro. Um, there's so many people, you understand, who sit out there and they tell a man or a kid that you're weak. And there's that old saying, it's not the size of the dog you dig that determines the fight, but it's the fight in the dog that determines, understand, who the winner will be. And likewise, I've seen a lot of guys who were slighted, offended, who was projected as being, weak and what have you, that once you push that button, they were very ruthless and very violent. They didn't care about, you know, what would happen to them as much as what they were going to happen to you or they were going to put on you. And I hear, you understand, a lot, you dig, of people on YouTube, you understand, sit back and they try to say that, you know, excuse me, the black man is a wimp, the black man is this, the black man, you understand, allows that to happen to him, and like, he ain't doing this. But you know something? Look at the violence that's happening across the country. Every day you dig that, like, I look into my news apps, you dig, there's another black man that's been shot, killed in his car. Another black man that's been shot, you understand, and killed by his fellow brother. It could have been over drugs. It could have been over a equal thing. You know, guys are so quick, understand, to pull that trigger nowadays that, they got that warrior attitude in them. And that's the number one thing that dudes do. They pump each other up, you know. But a man is a warrior, you dig, especially when it comes to, fighting for his family. You know, fighting for, the well-being of his own existence. We do a lot of fighting, you understand, us black men. A lot of jaw jacking, a lot of ruthless actions, but toward each other. sometimes I'll be thinking, you understand, when I read about, the guys that are being killed, in their car or shot down or left, in somebody's front yard or, in a hotel room or, you understand, in Walmart or wherever it may be, the dollar store. I say, wow, you know, that person was taken from his other just like that and won nothing. No hesitation. Didn't even see it coming. But it takes a lot to be a warrior, you understand, because see, you got to have a sense of purpose and you got to be focused on exactly where your warriorhood is going to be directed toward. A lot of men like to create women, you understand, because women know how to get together and join together, you understand, and no matter what they do, they get the job done. If they have to, scream, claw, scratch, kiss their ass to do it, they get it done. One thing is that we used to have back in the day is that like the elders would get together and say, and they would show the young blacks how to be warriors, how to be a man. Earlier, I heard a woman say, you understand, that like, back in the day when they had Big Mama, they didn't have no Big Papas, which is bullshit. Big Papa's the one that kept Big Mama going. Because Big Mama would go down there and say and cook that food for Big Papa and the rest of the family and the neighbors you did when they came through. But late at night, you understand, when Big Mama climbed upstairs, Big Papa was there waiting, and they would always have, that significant, conversation. And it wasn't just always sex. It was companionship. And you get both of them fired up, you understand, you got some problems. When you got Big Mama and Big Papa fired up, you understand, one nothing gonna stop them because Big Mama was gonna always support Big Papa. And Big Papa was gonna definitely, support Big Mama. What do we have now? Some people don't even, sit back and eat a meal at their table anymore. They don't even eat with their family. I don't even understand why some people have kitchen sets there. Okay, a man loves his wife and family, and you know something? This is what I was taught you did coming up. There was nothing above my wife and family. They came first. Even when I was married, I would always tell my then wife, "Look, the children come first. I know that you like to please me, and you like to put me first because I'm the provider and the protector and all that right there. But just like you like to make me strong, I like you to make our children strong. They come first. I don't want you to fix my plate first, and theirs second. Fix theirs first, and mine second. They deserve it. I want to give them that special attention because I love my family, and it was my personal choice, my decision as a man that I did what I did when I did it. We don't have that, you understand, today because some of the young men out there, you understand, they like to put themselves, before their family, before the women. Everything, you understand, is upheld, you understand, by some of the young guys out there before, their family and their household. And then when you have that bird's eye view into their household, into their life, you realize, you dig, that they haven't been trying to build a household. They haven't been trying to build, you understand, a quality life for their wife and their children, or their girlfriend, or their woman, you dig, and their children. They love the Jordans, the gaming set. A woman on welfare, you understand, you dig, that can keep food in the house. Because they ain't, as a matter of fact, you know something, if you see some of these young guys in the supermarket with the old ladies shopping, they act like they in La La Land. They act like they don't know what the hell they doing. They have this look on their face like, why, man, why I'm in here, you understand, with her, why she's doing this right here. You know, they're scratching their head. They're standing around, you understand, twiddling their toes and shit. Or if they see something, you dig, they catch their childish attention. Hey babe, don't forget my cereal. Hey babe, hey, look, don't forget the gummy bears. No respect, for the old lady, the woman, and their children. None. And yet, they want to be recognized as being the head of the household. Those are the kind of guys who will put their woman, understand, you dig, up against a challenge. Those are the kind of guys, you dig, that will tell their woman to turn a trick with their best friends. Those are the kind of guys, you understand, who stay gone away from their houses 2 or 3 days. And then they go ballistic, when they find out that their woman has been entertaining the attention of another man. Now they want to beat her down. They want to shoot her and kill her. What a rock her world. Those are the ones that a lot of these black women be talking about. You see, what I don't get is, hey, will you stop going in circles, please? They are the ones that these women be talking about, that are your Pookies and Ray Rays and all that right there, your Dusties, because they don't know how to, show the affection, the true love, the true commitment to their household and to their mate. And like, I've been there times before in my younger days. But thank God, you understand, I came up out that shit real quick. Because when I look down, you understand, you dig, at my wife's face and my children's face, you dig, and I seen them looking at me with that hopeful look in their eyes. The look of admiration and contentment, you understand, that I would get things done, that, I did place them, uh, above everything else. There are times that, if I was on the road, you did, and I come back and somebody did something, to my household, or, or against, a member of my family, I would take care of my business and kick ass. I most certainly would. I would kick ass, you understand, you dig, and take numbers. Because as a man, you understand, I loved my wife and my family, and I love my woman and my family. I love, you understand, the things that I take and making, make it mines in this world. And when I say mines, I'm talking about things that come, from my own vision and things like that. It takes a man and a woman to make a home. Nowadays, people live in apartments just saying, let's say, hey, my apartment is my home. My apartment is this, but you're living by yourself. It's a dwelling that you live in. A home, you understand, is made between a man and a woman and a child or children. Or it could be a man and a woman. It's a house. Okay, you know what now? That right there brings me to the end and said, oh, one last thing, and I'm gonna say this very quickly. A man is unselfish, you dig? And like something, when you look at the whole side of it, you dig, a man is very unselfish. A man would give up and stand, the shoes off his feet and what have you. A lot of black men are like that. Then some black guys, they won't. They want to take and keep and hold on to everything that they get. And they don't care if they give you something. They don't care if if you don't get nothing. They're quick to say, shit, you better go get your own, bitch. Lazy ass dude. I got mine, get yours. And that was not the way you understand of a man you did, my coming up. You care for your neighbor. Even if they didn't deserve it, you care for them. You know, just because I don't like you did my neighbor my neighbor husband or his wife, I look at the children. You dig? You can't blame the children for what the parents do. Okay, I will be back in the sand. Check this out. I'll be back um, later this week, and it's going to be a completely different subject. I'm through with my series on what a man is. If I if I if I have to go back over this again, I'll probably get even more intense into it, and like I break it down even more. You understand? Because like a lot of look, man, we are handicapped by a whole lot of things. You dig? From this society, and I hate to say it. You understand? But something. A lot of people are mentally crippled. They really are. They don't. They don't take into account. You understand that everything they think you dig. They think everything they think is a beautiful thought. But sometimes it could be a retarded thought. Sometimes it could be a thought, you understand, that is just spontaneous in your head, and just because you make it sound good, doesn't necessarily mean that it can resonate, you dig, in the heads of other people. You know? I'm just saying. But I'm through with this series. I got it. I finally got it done. Um, I did this because I felt that some guys need to hear this. You dig? Not every guy, because you got some guys out there who you dig demonstrate what I'm talking about. You know, the one thing you dig that I've heard you understand, don't pay attention to a man's words as much as you pay attention to his actions. You know, and we got to get back to that. You know, a man's actions. You dig? We got to get back to it. Hold on, I want to try something real quick. I'm trying to figure out this thing about inviting people up. Can someone tell me? Can someone tell me? You understand? Hold on. I'm going to invite. Wait a minute. Okay. I want you to tell me. Understand if I'm trying to. Okay. Tell me if I drop a link into the chat. Was I able to do it? Or could you see it? Let me try it again. I'm coming up to the copy board. Hold on. Okay. You know what? I did it twice. Understand? I still didn't get it. You know something? I'm determined now. You understand to get this more than anything. You dig? And I just can't see why the hell. I don't know if I had to just go to Zoom. Zoom might be easier to do. You dig? Because like now I want people to come up. I want them to give their opinions. You dig? And like you know, I can't see what I'm doing wrong. You understand? I'm doing everything that I say do. I said probably. Hold on. Let me try. Let me try it one more time. Misunderstood. Wait a minute. It's showing somebody in the back. I think it is. I think I see somebody in the back. I don't know. Is that someone in the back? I I don't want to hit it. You dig? You don't see anything misunderstood? Okay, I tell you what. Uh, I'm getting ready to end this broadcast. You know, much love to. Hold on. Okay then. All right, I still haven't been able to get it. Damn it, I'll get it though. Don't worry. You know, it's showing. I don't know if it's the back or what have you, but I don't want to hit that button and it disconnect me. But I tell you what, I'm going to end this broadcast and like y'all take care. Much love. I misunderstood. Look, don't sweat. And never sweat the small stuff. You did. It's all good. You know, you know that. Like talking about flipping deuces. Y'all, I got to get up out of here. You understand? I'm tired of my damn dog understand to run around in circles and he's just walking here and there. You know, and you know, like I said, this this panel, you understand? This channel is about you dig respect. If anybody gonna go off, anybody's gonna be me. You understand? And then I'm gonna block your fucking ass. You dig? If we get too far out there, take that as the truth. And I'm just being 100. That's what it is. No more, no less. I dig everybody, but I can't love everybody because everybody don't want to be loved. That's right. Misunderstood. I'm out. Y'all take care. I'm gone.